Okay, so here I'm going to show my EdPuzzle of Lewis structures. I'm going to click Watch as a Student to see the video. And then I don't have the computer recording on this screencast, but right here at the beginning is where I recorded an introduction. Hey guys, so this is an introductory video to Lewis structures. The 5 steps
this is me talking right now.
draw a Lewis structure are to 1. Count the total number of valence electrons. 2. Count the total number of electrons needed from the octet rule. 3. Subtract the valence electrons from the octet electrons. 4. Divide that number by 2. And 5. That's the number of bonds needed in the octet rule. So as you view this video, keep that in mind.
What can we do to draw the Lewis structure?
Okay, so then the video is starting.
Now the first thing you can do is add up the number of valence electrons.
Here we get to the first question, the multiple choice question. And we'll click the answer. Then the video is going to continue to explain that.
Fluorine has 7 valence electrons and there's 2 of them.
So there's the answer to the
So
question.
the structure that we need to draw should contain a total of 14 valence electrons. Now, as we mentioned before, fluorine, which is a halogen, likes to form one bond. So knowing that, it's safe to start with a single bond between the 2 fluorine atoms. This single bond is a non-polar covalent bond.
Okay. Then we got to the second question. This is what I talked about in the introduction of the video. I won't put in a full response, but just something.
In a covalent bond, electrons are shared between the 2 elements. In a non-polar covalent bond, they're shared equally. Because the 2 fluorine elements are the same, the distribution of electrons will be the same. So this is a non-polar molecule, and the bond is also non-polar. Now, typically, whenever an element has one bond attached to it, it usually contains 3 lone pairs. Not always, but usually.
Okay, this question set has 2 questions, 1 true, false, 1 short answer, true, and then I'll just put test since I'm not actually going to answer it. And then there should be an image that appears right here. I'll need to fix that, but I'll click continue.
When an element has 2 bonds attached to it, it usually contains 2 lone pairs. And when it has 3 bonds attached to it, it usually contains 1 lone pair, so that it can have a total of 8 electrons around it to satisfy its octet requirement. And that's just the general trend.
Okay, and I'll just go ahead and skip to the end of the video. Oh, but it doesn't let me because I can't skip ahead.
Typically is true for elements that are on the outside of the molecule, not the center element. Sometimes it's true for the center element, except when it has an expanded octet. But for the outer elements attached to the center element, that trend usually is or holds true. Now, fluorine has 1 bond, so it's going to have 3 lone pairs, so that each fluorine atom has 8 electrons around its side. So this is 2, 4, 6, 8 electrons. Every bond equates to 2 electrons. So each fluorine atom has 8 electrons around it, but 2 electrons are shared, so the total is 14. This is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12,
and you can see the
14.
total video length is 2 minutes and 41 seconds.
So if you can
so
draw
under
a
3
structure
minutes.
where every atom that's in the second row have 8 electrons, typically the elements in the second row starting from carbon and to the right of carbon. And if the number of electrons add to this number, it's safe to say that you have the correct structure.
Okay. So here's a discussion question. It's more of like a comment. We'll just hit continue.
By the way, elements to the left of carbon, like boron, beryllium, and lithium, they will have what...
Okay, and that's the end. So to see the student progress and export the scores, we'll go to My Classes. And here's the class I've created the video to be shared with. And I can see the progress. I'm the only one that's seen it so far, and I haven't shared it with any students. But that's okay. And then if I want to export those scores, I just click here, and then it gets saved as an Excel document.